Everton, Baldursson, Gudmundsson e Oscarsson são os atacantes, né? Esse sufixo que você tem nos nomes, né? Porque é o filho de Gudmund, né? Então é Gudmundsson. O filho de Oscar é o Oscarsson. É uma tradição histórica aí dos sobrenomes da Islândia. Então ficou isso até hoje, né? Então por isso que todo mundo tem o som no nome.
E como todo mundo é filho de alguém, a escalação inteira da Islândia é com som no final.
E no caso das mulheres na Islândia, né? O sufixo é Dottir. Portanto, a presidente da Islândia, que é a Hala Thomas Dottir, que é filha de Thomas.
Olha só. Você também é cultura, irmão. Você não é só um rostinho bonito, não. Você tem o conteúdo, pô.
Vamos nessa que a bola vai rolar. Saída da Islândia. Vambora, professor! Eu quero é Copa! Você já atrasou 10 minutos, hein? Você já me tirou 10 minutos.
Rồi, ok anh em ơi, xin chào quý vị và các bạn. Và chúng ta sẽ cùng quay trở lại với trận đấu diễn ra giữa đội tuyển Argentina và đội tuyển Iceland ở trong trận đấu ngày hôm nay. Một ngày mà chúng ta cũng không được chứng kiến Messi đá chính các bạn ạ. Đó là một cái điều buồn nhất ngày hôm nay. Có lẽ với một cái chấn thương nhẹ trước đó, ngày hôm nay Messi đang rất cẩn thận và anh sẽ nghỉ hoàn toàn để có được một thể trạng tốt nhất dành cho World Cup. Ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ không có sự xuất hiện của Messi ở trong đội hình đá chính các bạn nhé. Đương nhiên là Messi vẫn có mặt ở trong đội hình dự bị và có thể ra sân ở bất cứ thời điểm nào. Một ngày mà đội tuyển Argentina sẽ đá với sơ đồ là 4-4-2, thủ môn mang áo số 12 đó là Rulli. Bộ tứ vệ đang là Medina mang áo số 25, số 6 là Lisandro Martinez, số 19 là Otamendi, số 28 là Gia, số 17 là Simone, số 14 là Palacios, số 18 là Baco, số 11 là Lo Celso và cặp tiền đạo của Argentina đang là Nico Park và Lopez. Có thể nói đây chỉ là một đội hình dự bị anh em nhé. Những trụ cột như là Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Lionel Messi, Molina, rồi Gontiel, Gonzalo Gonzalez, Rodrigo De Paul hay là Julian Alvarez và Thiago Almada đều là những người không đá chính. Trong khi đó đội hình của đội tuyển Iceland thì họ đang đá với một đội hình gần như là tối ưu hơn với sơ đồ là 4-2-3-1. Mang áo số 1 đang là Okason, bộ tứ vệ đang là số 4 Passon, số 23 là trung vệ Maguson, số 3 là Getason, số 2 đó là Thomasson, số 7 đó là Garason, số 8 là Homerson, số 19 là Elesson, số 4 là Baldursson.
Dupla de zaga é a mesma, com Otamendi e Martinez, o goleiro é diferente.
Games, and he's going to be a big.
Anh em mình hiểu một vấn đề rất là quan trọng là chấn thương không đá được, bây giờ anh em bảo vào đá lấy nhịp nó quái đúng không? Và một người như là Lionel Messi thì người ta lúc nào nhịp chảy trong đầu anh em nhá. Nhịp chảy ở trong đầu nên là không cần phải đá anh em ơi, khỏe là vào sân. Huấn luyện viên trưởng của đội tuyển Argentina ngày hôm nay đang là ông Lionel Scaloni. Có thể nói bây giờ ông Lionel Scaloni đang là huấn luyện viên trưởng hay nhất của Argentina trong những năm vừa qua. Đây là Gia, xử lý không thành công dành cho cao thủ Argentina. Ở trong một trận đấu này thì Argentina đang là những người mang trang phục áo xanh trắng và đang là những người bảo vệ phần sân bên phía tay phải. Trong khi đó thì Iceland với trang phục áo màu xanh họ đang bảo vệ phần sân bên phía tay trái và đây là pha phản công dành cho Iceland. Trên lý thuyết thì cao thủ của đội tuyển Argentina đang là những người được đánh giá cao hơn với vị trí số 3 dứt điểm hay không vào. Một điều dứt điểm VIVO xa dành cho đội tuyển Iceland. Được rồi, có ly gốc rồi anh em ơi. Chờ tí nhá. Trên lý thuyết thì đội tuyển Argentina hiện tại họ đang là đội bóng xếp ở vị trí top 2 trên top 3 trên bảng xếp hạng của FIFA. Trong đó đội tuyển Iceland đang là đội bóng xếp ở vị trí top 15 cơ. Top 75 cơ. Nói chung là nếu mà để đánh giá theo cái bảng xếp hạng FIFA thì lệch nhau rất nhiều về mặt trình độ các bạn nhá. Nhưng mà thực ra là Iceland người ta cũng không yếu đến mức mà như vậy đâu. Ok anh em ơi, như vậy là sẽ có đường link nhanh hơn, rất nhanh nhá. Thậm chí là link gốc. Ok quá nhờ. Chào Bayern Munich nhé. Messi có đá không? Messi ở thời điểm hiện tại vẫn có mặt ở trên băng ghế dự bị và tôi nghĩ là chắc là cũng sẽ vào sân nửa sau hiệp 2. Trận đấu này đang diễn ra trên đất Mỹ và đang là trận đấu diễn ra trên sân vận động JUGLAR hết của thành phố Auburn. Sức chứa là 88.000 chỗ ngồi các bạn nhé. Sân này khả năng cao nó là cái sân tổng hợp vừa bóng đá vừa bóng bầu dục chăng. Khiếp thật, 88.000 chỗ ngồi. Thường thường là những sân vận động trung bình khá ở châu Âu sức chứa nó chỉ khoảng tầm 50 đến 60.000 thôi. Sân này 88.000 chỗ ngồi. Chúng ta phải hiểu là cái sức chứa của nó khủng khiếp đến mức nào. Gần như ngày hôm nay chúng ta cũng không thấy được một khoảng trống nào trong khán đài luôn. Sức hút của Messi và sức hút của đội tuyển Argentina là quá lớn. Lisandro Martinez. Cái đây chỉ ít ngày thì đội tuyển Argentina đã có một chiến thắng trước đội tuyển Honduras với tỷ số là 2-0. Ngày hôm đó thì những người ghi bàn dành cho Albiceleste là Lautaro Martinez và Simone. Ngày hôm nay thì Lautaro Martinez cũng đá chính, chỉ có Simone là người đá chính ngay từ đầu mà thôi. Người đã có bóng là Lo Celso. Lo Celso là cái tên đã chấn thương và không thể tham dự World Cup 2022. Và đó là tạo cơ hội dành cho những tài năng trẻ và những cầu thủ mới lên như là Alexis McAllister và cả Enzo Fernandez được debut ở năm 2025. Năm nay thì World Cup đến và Lo Celso được gọi và anh không mắc chấn thương nữa. Mặc dù trong năm vừa qua là những năm mà Lo Celso cũng không thường xuyên đá chính trong màu áo của Real Betis. Nào đừng có lát, mỗi cái đường link ngon để cho anh em xem, đừng có lát. Rồi ơi. Nào.
Palacios, Lo Celso. Otamendi, go to River Plate when the World Cup is done. The Benfica captain last season. Now it's Lisandro Martinez to Medina. Medina again. Torn by Barker, but the ball breaks back here now for Halpern Hamilton. And the ball turns over again.
As you can see, can't you? Argentina just want to dictate. They want to make this Islamic side really work for the ball. And when they do win that back, they've got to be better. Just seen there that obviously giving the ball away very cheaply. A long evening if they continue to do so.
The coach on a good round selects of Bolton and Leicester and Stoke as a player. It's goal 2 with in Scotland, Dundee United as well. Free kick here for Argentina. Home of the Auburn Tigers in this college town in the US. A high one here towards Otamendi. Not clear yet here by Iceland. Here's Lisandro Martinez and Barco's shot! Bottom corner found by Valentin Barco for Argentina. Well, the first goal comes after barely 8 minutes of play. And Barco's goal for the world champions and 1-0.
Yeah, it's a super finish. I mean, it's not dealt with, is it, defensively for Iceland? There's no doubt of that, but let's have a look at this finish from Barco, because it's executed absolutely brilliantly. And the technique that he just strikes the ball with is absolutely beautiful. He doesn't try and absolutely hammer it, does it? Look, it's all a little bit scrappy. It's not dealt with. Just here, it's just that little bit of composure of the left boy, isn't it? He has to adjust his body, and it's almost like he gets a little bit of that side volley. He just strikes it beautifully. You can see there's not an awful lot of power. It's making sure that he gets the connection, the direction, and he does it beautifully. What a great goal that was from Barco.
Yeah, 2 goals in 4 caps now for the former Brighton player, now with the Strasbourg in France, Valentin Barco. And having seen that big miss at one end, it is now 1-0 at the other for Argentina.
And I think that's what you're going to see with Argentina right now. I think that the way that they play, you know, the aggressive approach that we've seen in this Argentina squad over the years, I mean, just having that little bit of a different dimension. I think we touched on Messi, didn't we? There's been an awful lot that's always been dependent on him, but you know that throughout the squad they have so much quality, there's no doubt.
Johannesson. Here's Havelsson for Iceland. Checks out. Johannesson of German side Köln. This is Magnusson. Gudmundsson. Magnusson. 14 here is Andrew Balderson of Turkish side Kasim Pasha. The world number 74 team right now, the Icelanders, against the world number 1 Argentina. This is Gretarsson. Victor Paulsson. Sandra Martinez under pressure. The ball just runs away though here for a goal kick for Argentina, who do lead the game. That super goal from Barco is the difference so far.
Yeah, some finish, it really was. I mean, as I said, it's just getting that right approach to the game, and I feel that Argentina have definitely started this game brilliantly. Lots of energy, enthusiasm, trying to get the ball into them forward areas where they know that that's where all the danger's at.
Haraldsson with the ball given away, now the break is on here for Argentina. It's Flaco Lopez on here to Nico Paz. What can they work here? Pushed away but not too far clear, comes back out to Barco again for Argentina. And the ball should here run to the goalkeeper.
I mean, just look how quickly they break there, and that's just from a giveaway again from Iceland. And then the quick turnover, that high press. I mean, just look at Argentina bombing forward. Very clever little interchange, passing movements. I mean, that strike there, it's not got an awful lot of power. Wilson just parries it away, but another chance, really, you would say, for Argentina to go 2-0 up.
Olafsson is the number 2 goalkeeper. There is Gretarsson for Iceland. His last game was in Tokyo at the end of May, lost to Japan with a very late goal, 1-0 in the National Stadium in Tokyo. They are World Cup non-qualifiers. Didn't make the playoffs even for the World Cup this time, Iceland. No foul given. Here's Barco. Little give and go here. Medina. Palacios on here to Flaco Lopez. And his first start for Argentina here, the number 21 from Palmeiras in Brazil. Flaco Lopez. There's Lopez again on the chest. Sets up the shot. This one's blocked away by Iceland.
I'll tell you what goal that would have been. I mean, that was outstanding passing movement. And that's almost on the edge of their own box there, Argentina. But just shows that the quality, one-touch passing movement that sees them venture up into that final third, and almost a really golden opportunity again. So good.
The World Cup group is Algeria, Austria and Jordan. In the initial phase of the competition for Argentina is Haraldsson to Balderson. The whip from Logi Thomasson. He plays in Turkey, Thomasson. Balderson for ex-Plymouth man Victor Paulsson. Elefson, who did miss that big chance at 0-0, hammered away by goalkeeper Rulli. He'd be the number 3 into the World Cup, you feel, the current Marseille goalkeeper, Hieronymo Rulli. Weekend they gave a cap to Juan Musso of Atletico Madrid. With Dibu Martinez still nursing an injured finger from the Europa League final for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I mean, he will definitely step straight in, won't he? One of the world's best goalkeepers, and not just his quality, but just having in between the sticks with all that experience, all that nous.
Here's Lo Celso. He plays these days with the Betis in Spain, and 5 years with Tottenham. Otamendi. Palacios with a rare giveaway. Alderson, no foul. Well, the foul is given out. It was a rather late whistle there from the referee for the foul by Flaco Lopez.
It's definitely a rash challenge, wasn't it? There's no doubt of that from Lopez. He does leave his calling card there.
Hannisson's free kick here for Iceland then takes it short to Hodor Magnusson. Magnusson. On the move here they have Albert Gudmundsson, Thomasson. The reigning world and back-to-back winners of the Copa America, Argentina. As I say, that almost a club squad ethos put in there by Scaloni. They are a team who, it's a very consistent, a squad which rarely changes too much.
I don't think it does have to, really, does it? I mean, you touch on a fantastic squad they've got, but I think, listen, when you know that you've got a starting 11 that you don't really have to, Three can do an awful lot too. Listen, that speaks volumes of why and what they've achieved as a nation. It's always good to have a different identity, and we've seen that today, aren't we, with it? Hell of a lot of changes. When you look at the bench, how strong it is. And you have to put them, Argentina, amongst the favourites for the World Cup, don't you? They are amongst that anyway.
I was going to say, you look at the teams who are in that front-running pack, you look at France and Spain, obviously the world champions here. Do you see this time as maybe a bit more relaxed because now they've got Messi's World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was massive, wasn't it? I mean, to get that World Cup under his belt and the start and...
de Copa. Em 70 deu Brasil, em 86 deu Argentina, em 94 deu Brasil nos Estados Unidos, e agora, hein? E em 2026 fica de novo nas Américas. Vem alguém da Europa para levantar essa taça? Tenho medo de ninguém, hein? Tô logo avisando, antes que vocês me perguntem. Eu não tenho medo de ninguém. É só você ver o que eu coloquei lá no bolão da Casé TV. Gravou? É. Quem quiser lá entrar, acessar o bolão, vai ver. Eu deixei muito claro. Eu não tenho medo de ninguém nessa Copa do Mundo. E você do chat, tem medo de alguém? Respeito. Respeito todo mundo. Respeito é uma coisa. Exatamente. Medo é outra. Respeitar, eu respeito todo mundo. Para medo? Não. Olha o Messi aí, ó. Aí quando ele aparece no telão, a galera vai adorir.
E o Glocks 2, aqui no chat, falou: eu só durmo quando eu ver o Messi em campo.
Então pode ficar aí, porque a promessa do Scaloni é que ele vai jogar. Se ele não entrar, não cobra a gente. Você tem que cobrar ele. Lionel, não o Messi. Lionel Scaloni.
Já começaram lá. We want Messi, né? Trabalhando a bola a Islândia. Seleção que ficou de fora, né, na classificação para a Copa do Mundo, num grupo que tinha França, Ucrânia e Azerbaijão. Só venceu o Azerbaijão, né? Foram 7 pontos conquistados. Teve um empate contra a França, que foi o melhor resultado das eliminatórias, mas Só 7 pontos, sequer conseguiu avançar para os playoffs a seleção islandesa. Gretarsson. Olha o Paulson. Baldursson. O Gretarsson está ali como opção. A seleção da Islândia vai trabalhando a bola. Último amistoso nesse calendário antes da Copa do Mundo começar. Faz o corte de cabeça aqui o Otamendi. E eu sei que tá uma correria danada. Você tá se preparando para a competição, para a Copa do Mundo. De repente você não conseguiu preparar aquela homenagem de Dia dos Namorados. Então o amigo resolveu dar uma força. Vem aqui no chat, deixa a sua mensagem pro seu amor. Pode ser declaração, agradecimento, pedido de desculpa. Tem que ser alguma coisa que vem do coração. Isso aí, dia 12 de junho, a gente vai ler algumas dessas mensagens ao vivo aqui na transmissão. Tem que ser bonito. Prepare a sua mensagem. Tem que ser criativo. Prepare o QR Code. Prepare a sua mensagem, Casimiro Miguel.
Já preparei a minha.
Tá?
Só que eu sou um cara apaixonado, né?
Sim.
15 anos juntos, né? Não é brincadeira, não.
Vou ter que preparar alguma coisa também. A distância, né? Dessa vez é a distância.
Mas se for de coração, vale a pena.
Ó, fatiada. Que beleza de fatiada. Chegou pro Medina. Ezequiel Palácios. Esse daí tem conquistado o terreno. Olha o Paz. Bola no Flaco Lopes.
O Palácio tem sido muito elogiado, viu, pelo Scaloni. Tem muita gente na Argentina, jornalistas, falando que ele tá brigando até para ser um titular como o primeiro homem de meio campo da Argentina na Copa do Mundo, o jogador do Leverkusen. Vai bem na marcação, fazendo as coberturas. Hoje mesmo já fez um ótimo desarme num carrinho e sempre iniciando a jogada, né? Buscando essa bola nos pés do Lisandro Martins exatamente para ditar ritmo, né? Para qualificar essa circulação de posse de bola. A Argentina gosta muito de controlar essa posse de bola, um time que propõe com quase 70% de posse de bola, com aquela paciência, né? Para envolver.
E, Dona, é importante a gente lembrar o que fez a Argentina em 22, né? A Argentina não tem medo de mexer. A Argentina não tem medo de alterar o seu time. E foi assim que a Argentina foi campeã do mundo em 22. O primeiro jogo vem a derrota para a Arábia Saudita, a Argentina mexe, não tem medo de fazer essas mudanças, ajusta o time e a partir dali vai rumar pro título, irmão. Então assim, pensar que essa Argentina, que já tem muita qualidade, que não tem o peso de vencer, porque já venceu, tá levinha, ainda pode se mexer, ainda pode ser alterada, porque aqui é o que a gente cobra muito aqui no Brasil, cara. A gente tem um medo bizarro de mudar, a gente tem um medo bizarro de fazer testes, de fazer mudança, de tirar quem não tá bem. A gente tem que fazer isso, cara. Várias das seleções que são campeãs do mundo fazem alterações durante a Copa.
Perfeito, Café. E são alterações pontuais, né? E a Argentina ela fez muito bem isso na Copa de 2022. Quando colocou o Enzo, quando colocou o Martínez, o zagueiro, e ali eles subiram de nível, né? Isso é muito importante.
Vamos ver essa bola parada. Nico Paz. Chutou para hoje, Nico Paz, né? A gente fala um pouquinho mais da história dele daqui a pouquinho, porque temos agora a parada para a hidratação. E se tem Copa?
Iceland on that counter-attack with a standing break forward where Alex should have scored really to open the goal scoring, but it flipped reversed, didn't it, with Barco with that super finish. And I do feel that what's really impressed me about Argentina is that 1-2 touch play with a real dimension of trying to get into them forward areas of movement. Lo Celso, like the fact that he's drifting into them little pockets and areas. Here's the goal here, isn't it? Well, this is outstanding, it really is. It's just the adjustment here, so scrappy. And that isn't an easy finish by any stretch. You know, it's just adjusting your body, and then you can see the concentration from Valentin Barco. Super goal.
So Barco, the difference maker so far for Argentina. And the players' league might change here, but the system, it stays the same.
Yeah, definitely. I think the system will be drilled into this squad of players that they have. And this is big opportunities for some of the players that are possibly on the fringe of maybe that starting 11. This is the whole importance of having these games, is that these players have a taste in case they're called upon when they get into the big matches of the World Cup stages.
And they've come to see you-know-who. The word is from the coach, he will get some minutes here at some point.
Yeah, I'd imagine he will do. I think it's important that some of the important players that they have on the bench, do get minutes. The likes of Alvarez, even Messi. You have to say that the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, players that we see at club level. I do feel that we will see some of these players coming on in the second half, because this is the opportunity, as I said, for you to try and cement that shirt ready for the starting opening game of the World Cup.
Barker himself, of course, is no regular starter. He's only winning his 4th cap here tonight, the midfielder from Strasbourg in France.
Yeah, well, again, a young player that's trying to find his way at international level. It's always hard when you're coming into a strong outfit like Argentina have, squad-wise, but I think it'll be great for him. He's 21 years of age. What a massive occasion, and for him to really be amongst the thick of some of these experienced players that are in and around. We see Messi there. I mean, fantastic to be on the training pitch, let alone being a starting 11. But this is what it's all about for these youngsters.
So back in play here with Magnusson for Iceland. Otamendi, cap 132 for him tonight, by the way. Nicolas Otamendi's debut came under Maradona back in 09. For only 11 club games, he made his first cap for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going strong as well, isn't he? I think at times playing in that sort of centre-back role, you can get away with it, can't you?
And here Barco's foul on Mikael Ellertsson, and who missed that sitter, and he was a sitter too early on for Iceland tonight.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a golden opportunity to really ask questions of Argentina. I mean, this is a real rash foul, isn't it?
Barco, the guilty man there for Argentina. Before this game, the record under Gunnlaugsson in recent matches was in their last 9, just 1 win for Iceland. It's been a lean spell this last couple of years, really. There is Albert Gudmundsson's free kick for Iceland. It's going to be blocked away though here for Argentina. Off Barco, the man who gave the free kick away in the first place.
Yeah, it's that jumping rise, just trying to block it, and he gets caught on the top of the head there.
Finished top of the 10-team qualifying group in South America. They get 9 points in the final shake-up from their 18 matches to book their place to defend their World Cup title. Lost just a 4 of their 18 qualifiers. And home loss was to Marcelo Bielsa's Uruguay. So taken here by Magnusson. It's come a long way. It's away here, but picked up by Ellertsson for Iceland. Ellertsson now for Logi Thomasson. Keeper Olafsson. Goes Palsson here towards Oscar Orisson. It'll be given though against the defender Palsson here. Just I think maybe leaned in and maybe used the arm.
Yeah, straight away it was called up. Not just the rise as he goes to that long direct ball. I think he might just caught the elbow there. It was quite clear. Dina feels the full force of that. And
Victor Palsson is 35 now. Just one promotion from the Danish second division with the Horsens. Danish second division runners-up in the season just gone. The card that the game's first is shown to him.
Iceland players asking why it was a yellow card. I mean, it's one of them, isn't it, where he's got every right to go and make that challenge. It's just because that trailing elbow, the one that catches Medina right in the head. So he ends up the first player in the book.
And Medina will vie with Nicolas Tagliafico to be the starting left back in the World Cup. Tagliafico played the game with Honduras on Saturday. Done here by Nico Paz towards Lopez. Paz again. Back by Grettersson to goalkeeper Olafsson. Grettersson a little loose in possession, and Paz was brought down here to win a free kick for Argentina.
I mean, you can just see the high press there from Argentina. It's brilliant. The yellow card's going to get issued here.
And Daniel Grettersson, the latest name taken by referee, and here's the reason why.
Yeah, it's Barco that just pounces on it, and clearly see that Argentina are into a dangerous area. Grettersson, he gets his name in the book just for bringing Barco down.
Half an hour gone. It'll be a Giovanni Lo Celso free kick here for Argentina. In the box, plenty of Albi Celeste jerseys here to aim for Lo Celso. Lo Celso takes it. Way there by the head of Magnusson. Lopez with a turn, which is read by Ellertsson for Iceland. And here's Simeone. It's a quiet game so far, the son of Diego. This is Giuliano Simeone.
Yeah, I was going to say, he hasn't really had much of the football to really go and shine on the stage, has he? I think the difference is Lo Celso's the one that seems to be drifting in and out of pockets. He seems to be directly out wide. And it does feel like it's been down this left side a little bit more for Argentina. You've seen the likes of Barco getting on to the football.
Barco, Alessandro Martinez. Lo Celso. Here to Gia. Here is on the ball now, Simeone. Lo Celso. Chase for Gia. There's Simeone again here for Argentina.
They just can't get a foothold in the game, can they, Iceland, at all? I mean, it's just stringing 3, 4, 5 passes, get that confidence, try and get at least a little stage where you're dictating the football. It's not being allowed here with Argentina.
Lo Celso for Palacios. Valentin Barco. Medina. Passing precisely with a tempo to this Argentina team. They're bossing the ball in this first half by a long way. But here the ball comes for Gudmundsson. To Baldursson. Oh, Haraldsson. Again for Iceland.
It's a lot better spell, isn't it? Someone just to be brave and have that confidence now that they're getting on the football, having that sequence of passing and moving so much better.
Hannesson. Let's come to the Magnusson. This is a better spell for Iceland. Can they get near now to Rooney's goal and make a rare chance with it? Stands the Mexican wave in evidence, which is never a good sign. Kelso. Oscar Oddsson will come back now to Håkon Haraldsson for Iceland. Logi Thomasson, who's an exciting attacking fullback on that left-hand side of Thomasson. Here goes Gudmundsson. can he work? It's the first real spell of sustained possession.
Yeah, it is. Listen, this is where it's going to be interesting to see how Argentina obviously deal with this little situation without having the football, but I think this is where they're really good, to be honest. They get back in their compact zones, don't they? They're aggressive.
Foul by Palacios here to yield a free kick for Iceland. And the ball has been placed here with intent from Albert Gudmundsson. They commit the likes of Palsson forward here and Baldursson as well. From the back goes Gretarsson as well. Good work in the offing here then for Geronimo Rulli. We'll have a 10 to half-time plus stoppage time. Clipped in by Johannesson. And a header over the bar there from Gretarsson for Iceland.
Yeah, it's difficult for Gretarsson to direct that ball towards goal. That's going to really trouble Rulli in goal.
Good year with Marseille in France as Rulli. This is Nico Paz. Away though to Johannesson. Now it's Adolfsson for the Icelanders who now can look to maybe work a situation here. This is a much better spell from them as again they recycle the ball well.
It's certainly a momentum shifter, isn't it? Just as we said, that someone who's going to really dictate the football is so important. As you are going to be chasing down long periods of this game.
Here's Johannesson, whose dad he played with Jerry Gudjonsson at Aston Villa.
Yes, I certainly did. Really well. Jerry Gudjonsson.
There's Medina. And the foul given here, Argentina's way. The foul on Ezequiel Palacios. Of Leverkusen's 23-24 season invincibles under Xabi Alonso. A new long-term deal with Leverkusen last autumn. As their current longest-serving player in Germany is Lo Celso. For Lisandro Martinez for Argentina. There's Palacios again, which will reach the rising talent Agustin Gio. Second start. And the right-back position is done well again so far tonight for Argentina Gio.
Yeah, it's important that position is quite one that Argentina are playing in a bit of a 4-4-2, aren't they? I think the fact is that they do like to play high up with the full-backs and saw Gio getting forward, as we've seen in this first half when he's had the opportunity to get forward.
There's Palacios now into the feet of Lopez. Lisandro Martinez, Barco once more. Still behind Medina there for Argentina. Taken by Victor Palsson. Still behind both France and Ukraine in their World Cup qualifying groups. They didn't even make the playoffs in Europe. That one World Cup 2018. Just two senior men's tournaments in their history. Isak Johannesson helped on here towards Håkan Haraldsson. This is certainly late in the first half, a much better, more punchy spell for Iceland now on the ball.
Yeah, it's just having that area where you're getting on the ball in a more central area, maybe just having that one extra in there that's haven't used enough, if I'm being quite honest. Wilkerson, who's playing through the middle, he hasn't had enough to go at either. To chase a lot of lost causes. It's been so much better from Iceland when they've had the ball. This is a real purpose in the way that they're approaching and trying to break down this real solid Argentina backline.
So 1-0 the goal early from Valentin Barco. Messi waits in the wings still. And again, the huge roar there when he was on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, wait till he comes on. She'll be a lot louder than that.
Lots of number 10s in the crowd, that's for sure. Messi's shirt is the monopoly in the stands. Barco. Here's Simeone. Simeone's shot straight at the goalkeeper, Olafsson.
He does really well as well, doesn't he? Simeone. It's the fact that he's drifted in from that right-hand side. He's made that run, and Barco has been at the centre of pretty much everything in this first half. The fact he just checked inside. Maybe just the far post was the option.
He scored in that game with Honduras at the weekend, Simeone. His first goal came in the qualifying, the win over Brazil 4-1. Not a bad way to get your first goal for your country.
Yeah, I think any time you put a shirt on, but to that with a goal is always special.
It's Gudmundsson for Iceland. Walter Magnusson. Daniel Gretarsson. Focus now on the Nations League this coming autumn. The Icelanders, they in a group there with Estonia, Luxembourg, Bulgaria. Nations League C is their next focus. There's Barco, and dropped in here for Paz. Great save by Olafsson.
I'll tell you what, it's a brilliant move, and again just that high press from Argentina. Sees them win the ball back, and all of a sudden he just plays a blind pass, and then Barco's been outstanding, picks out. Super little ball for Paz, a brilliant goalkeeping from Olafsson. He comes out, he witnesses the danger. This is a really good strike. Nico Paz, equally matched with the save.
On the corner here then it's Simeone, takes this one short. Barco. Again Barco here for Argentina. Has been the first half standout. Lo Celso. Barco's goal the difference still, as we now are in the final 4 minutes of first half normal time.
Yeah, I think not just his goal though, his first half performance. I think there's been some really decent performances out there on an individual basis, but Barco's been the one that's certainly been the highlight, hasn't it? The goal, the opportunities that he's created.
And Barco's booked here, the foul on Paulson gets the goal scorer. The first Argentina yellow card of the night.
It's his second one, isn't it? I think this one looked quite rash. Victor Paulson, tell you what, touch away. I think the jump in is a very, very lucky boy. Yes, I know he got the yellow card, but I have some red cards for that. I think it's the way he jumps in on the challenge on Victor Paulson.
It's not a pretty replay on that challenge from Valentin Barco, that's for sure. This is Gretarsson for Iceland. Hugo Magnusson. Logi Thomasson. Just had one big chance for them early in the game when it was the sitter wasted by Ellertsson. Not made much sense then, really in front of goal to trouble Rulli. It's Thomasson again.
Yeah, I think all their players just been directly in front of Argentina, hasn't it? There hasn't been anything that's really questioned Otamendi and Sandro Martinez back there at all.
Victor Paulson. There's Olafsson, and the shot from real distance there by Johannesson has the goalkeeper busy. That's Rulli's first save for a while.
Yeah, it's a good strike as well from Johannesson. And unfortunately, straight down Rulli's throat, isn't it, where he's just going to parry it and take the sting out of the strike.
It's Barco for Argentina. Lisandro Martinez pressured there by Håkon Haraldsson. It's Lopez. Well, given away here is Odisson. Cleared by Otamendi for Argentina. Palacios, Lo Celso. Medina. Palacios for Argentina. Giovanni Lo Celso for Facundo Medina. And foul against Simeone here will bring a free kick for Iceland.
Yeah, it's the short pass, and once it's spun into that space, you can see that little bit of reverse movement. He has to force the foul.
And towards half-time then in Auburn, Alabama. Argentina 1, Iceland 0. Argentina's final pre-World Cup shakedown. This much-changed team. It's been good work so far as we move into 300 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what changes are actually made at half-time for Argentina. I'm sure there will be a fair few. I've liked what I've seen, I must say.
At this point towards this being a really deep squad for Lionel Scaloni's Argentina. Otamendi for Giai. Simeone given away. Baldason. Elliotson. Into traffic, won by Palacios now for Barco. A foul. Card maybe here is there for, maybe not this time for Magnusson.
That was an easy one, wasn't it? Straight away, just lunges in on Lopez. A little bit sloppy, haven't they, towards the back end of this first half for Argentina. That's allowed Iceland to have a little bit of domination and possession.
Lisandro Martinez. Giai's throw here for Argentina. There's Lopez. Lopez has lost out here. It's Magnusson. Now Palacios can look to pick out the pass, and now Medina can motor on for Argentina. It's on with Medina again. Good work by Medina now, it's towards Barco. Nico Paz. Argentina free kick.
Argentina vs Iceland.
This was a little bit of a scruffy little battle here. Elliotson and Medina.
Argentina দেশে 6 মিনিটে
Otamendi. Giai. Giai does well here, the fullback. Lisandro Martinez again for Argentina. Simeone. Palacios, Lo Celso. This is promising. Into Lopez's feet. Ahead Barco an option. Here's Simeone. To Nico Paz. And Paz battling away there with Thomasson.
It's not really good at times, hasn't it, for Argentina when they've moved the ball.
Well, that's half-time, so a single goal from Barco, the difference here. At the break, Olofsson couldn't keep out the shot from Barco from distance. It's been a good display so far by this much-altered Argentina team. But Barco's the main man so far. He's shone in this performance so far for the world champions. Half-time score then here in Auburn, Alabama. It is Argentina 1, Iceland 0.
বসে ওদের সাথে গ্রুপে করে দিবে তো ওরা আমার বারবার অ্যাডিটেসটা আসছে
গ্রুপ পুলিশ কি দেয়
সবাই মিলে এসে গ্রুপ পুলিশ
অ্যাড না করলে আসবে না
ওরা বারবার ডিটেলসটা আসতেছে
গ্রুপে আসে গ্রুপের লিঙ্ক পাঠাচ্ছ গ্রুপের লিঙ্ক দিতে
Welcome back to Alabama. Half-time here it is Argentina leading Iceland by a single Valentin Barco goal to nil. We'll see in the second half who comes on and who stays on for Argentina. We'll see, we believe, Messi at some point. We shall see when.
Coach Scaloni opts to use his skipper and talisman from the bench. It has been only Henry so far from Argentina. A pretty good display with what is, in essence, their B team so far tonight.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed actually. I mean, I've played with massive enthusiasm. There's been lots of energy. As you said, I think the team, when you look at the bench, there's a lot of them players that probably won't feature, be it the start of the World Cup or the group stages, but you put yourself in the frame in these games, and these are the opportunities that the second string gets. So yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with the likes of Barco. Nico Paz has been bright and lively at times. I've been really impressed with Argentina.
On Barco, the foul we saw at half-time, the replays on Palsson, that could have been a red card.
Yeah, I said that in commentary. I felt that I think that VAR was to be involved in this, which obviously it's a friendly, but you felt that would have been looked at, and I think that would have been overturned into a red card. It was the way he lunged and jumped into the challenge. I don't feel that Palsson made a big meal of it, but I think that's one thing that certainly Barco will have to be aware of.
Changes coming up. We're going to see here certainly Rodrigo de Paul and Enzo Fernandez for the second half. You can see down there too Christian Romero of Tottenham as well. So it will be a half time where we'll see Argentina make a number of alterations. Iceland can't see any down there yet who've come on from the bench. So Barco's off here. Got the goal and the yellow card and has now been given a breather. This one there, you can see the captain on the night, Otamendi, who did play the first half as well. So confirmed is coming on. We're going to see here certainly Romero also, and then number 20 is McAllister too. So here from Scaloni, a whole raft of alterations. Can see down at 22 as well. Arturo Martinez, but not Messi yet. At half-time, certainly.
Yeah, I think we will see him at some stage. I think just to let the second half kick off. I think they won't want to force the issue, will they, with Messi one bit?
So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 changes here for half-time for Argentina. So McAllister, DePaul, Enzo Fernandez, these are some of the big guns coming on lead for the second half.
Yeah, which we thought possibly would have started the game, but that wasn't the case. And it's flip reverse, isn't it, coming on into the second half. Maybe a few tired legs for Iceland that allows some of the big hitters to really come on and engage.
And for them comes on a winger here in Christian Klinsson, one of Twente in the Dutch Eredivisie. He had a good game against Japan in that defeat in Tokyo a week or so ago. Here we go, the second half starts, and Argentina one by one the big guns are coming into the action. At half-time, I think a total of 5 alterations as they rotate their pack, but still Lee Hendry, no Messi.
Yes, I think at some stage we will see him. I think this stadium will definitely erupt when we do. I think just the visions of coming on the large screen shows what everyone seems to be here for. There's no doubt of that, but yes, I mean, still some talent that have come on from Argentina, just shows their strength and depth.
And goes to Powell, and helps on towards Simeone. It's met in the air though there by Magnusson for Iceland. Certainly on at half-time, Romero, McAllister, Martinez of the Lautaro variety, and Enzo Fernandez. Here's Romero, back to goalkeeper Jeronimo Rulli. That'll be a foul against Argentina. We're backing in there from, I think, Giuliano Simeone. In Rome when his dad was playing for Lazio. It's a Magnusson for Iceland. It's Oskarsson. There's Otamendi, and again should run through there here to Palsson for Iceland. We've got that 1-1 draw in the sides met for the only time at the World Cup in 2018. Logi Thomasson. So Oskarsson. That's on by Gudmundsson here now to Palsson again for Iceland. From Enzo Fernandez. In goes Nico Paz. Thomasson again. Klinsson. And a foul, I think, against Thomasson here as he pulls back on Giai.
Yeah, he's climbing all over him. What's that ball played into the space, but Thomasson just jumps on Giai's back there.
Giai, young fullback who's making waves in his career with Argentina. Made his debut back in March in a game with Mauritania. Makes his second successive start here for Argentina. With Rulli. Medina still here, really strong defender for Facundo Medina. Now it's DePaul. And Nico Paz, space to move into here now for Argentina. Paz will drive on. Paz, Giai, now Simeone. Nico Paz. And they use Simeone here. Back to Rodrigo de Paul. So the second half team begins to gel and just settle here for Argentina. Romero. Gia. Paz. And Paz fouled here by defender Magnusson. And the roar because they've seen Messi warming up the fans in this sold-out stadium in Alabama. Gudmundsson for Iceland now to pick out the pass into Elliotson.
Substitution at the half for Iceland. Bringing the game number 14, Andrew Balverson.
Grettersson. Alchinsson for Logi Thomasson for Iceland. DePaul. Nico Paz. Gia. It will take time, of course, Lee, for a team with almost half-time changes to just settle and gel into the game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I think listen, when you're making 4 or 5 changes into a team, I don't think it just completely clicks, does it? You know, it does take time to just have them developments. Obviously, the dimensions change in the squad, personnel changes. That's well, it takes that little bit of time just to have that gel.
Here's Romero. Gia. Paz neatly done here. Nico Paz again. And McAllister. So 1-1 heading back towards a more recognisable team. Of course, Messi would be the icing on the cake for the fans here. His last game in MLS was on the 24th of May. And he came off with a minor hamstring complaint for Inter Miami in the game against MLS opposition, the Philadelphia Union. It's a foul on Isak Johannesson. A goal down. Here's Haraldsson for Iceland. Johannesson, who's been very tidy so far. The ball on now to Logi Thomasson.
A little bit of frustration there from Iceland players. They want to try and have that transition in wide areas where they're getting possibly in a 1v1 situation, the quick delivery into the box. Been able to do so. Finished the first half quite strongly. And a lot of possession without any purpose, really.
Otamendi. It's Agustin Gia again. DePaul. Well, DePaul's pass on here now for Simeone, who checks back. Simeone still here for Argentina, and moved on. Enzo Fernandez, and cleared away. Eve Elliotson for Iceland.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting to Simeone on the ball. He's just trying to pick something out. It's a great little ball from DePaul into the space, and then it's all about the vision. Just trying to wait for that little bit of support, which he does get in the end. Enzo Fernandez tries to work something out. Just trying to just chip that little ball into an area where Martinez is hovering for his goal.
Elliotson, to Gudmundsson. Haraldsson. Iskerson couldn't chase it, it's picked up here by Romero for Argentina. Well, the back pass gives a cheap corner here to Iceland.
Yeah, poor giveaway. Can overplay at times, can't you? But that's Argentina. Yeah, that's the way they're developing their makeup. Bit of press there from Iceland, just forcing the issue. It's a good opportunity. Good delivery into the box. There's some of them defenders in there that might cause a problem.
First corner here for Arne Gunnarson's team comes in the game's 54th minute. Palsson, Thomasson, Gretarsson and Magnusson all up here from the back for Iceland. And they put pressure on Rulli in the Argentina goal. And Isak Johannesson corner inbound here for Iceland. It's a good one too, it's helped on here for another one.
It's not bad deliveries, it's just missing, taking that first man out of the equation.
It's the first real spell of sustained pressure on the goal in the game for Iceland. This second corner in succession. This one the domain of Albert Gudmundsson of Fiorentina. And Gudmundsson here. And he just ran away there from Oskarsson, the number 9 in the centre. Giai's breakaway. Enzo Fernandez for Argentina. Alexis McAllister. Romero. Enzo Fernandez. Giai. Medina, Fernandez, DePaul. They find their passing in Argentina. It's DePaul again. Nico Paz with a clever turn. On to Giai.
Enzo Fernandez, it's the one that's probably more deeper in that midfield that's dictating a lot of the football at the moment.
Lautaro Martinez, there's McAllister, good footwork here. It's back to Lautaro Martinez again for Argentina. Back out to Giai. DePaul. There by the head of Magnusson. Just begun, you feel now, to find their range and rhythm again, Argentina.
Yeah, it's took them 10 minutes or so in the second half to really get hold of the football. It's just finding that development where they can work the ball forward in some really close moments and dangerous bits of play.
Comes off Ori Oskarsson last. And the Spanish Cup, the Copa del Rey with his club Sociedad in the season just gone. There's Giai for Argentina. McAllister, the flag stays down here. Paz is away. It's Nico Paz. Lautaro Martinez couldn't get there. So near to a second goal.
Well, it's a great breakaway, it really was. Nico Paz, I think, just gambles on the flick on. He holds his line well. He's onside. And he's just tried to pick out. Martinez just over hits the ball, doesn't he? I think he only needs to feel it into that space where Martinez has got a simple tapping, but he's always reaching and stretching for the ball that's played across.
More changes. We're going to see coming on Thiago Almada, number 16, and also Nico Gonzalez too. So 2 more to bring on here for Argentina. Nico Gonzalez and Thiago Almada, both club mates in the last season with Atletico Madrid. In the case of Gonzalez on loan there from Juventus. And Paz has to make way here, so here is Almada. And still no number 10. It's Oskarsson. Romero. Rodrigo de Paul for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez does well here. Until that last ball given away, but then the ball is returned here to McAllister. De Paul. Here they come again now, it's into Almada. Enzo Fernandez. Gian. Rodrigo de Paul. That'll be a free kick for... Well, no, the referee lets play go on here. Now it's going to be a call back for the challenge, the initial one on the Gudmundsson.
Yeah, it was the right call, wasn't it? Trying to stop Argentina in their tracks. And in that foul there that just relieves that little bit of pressure.
Isaac Johannesson. The drive on here, he's got support now. The ball from Magnusson. Looking deep now, he's got Haraldsson. Be near the hour mark. This is Ollie Oskarsson. Palsson again for Iceland. Haraldsson, Oskarsson, and Haraldsson goes again here. Oh, the shot is close. Haraldsson wide, but not by much here for Iceland.
It's a great bit of play from Haraldsson. And just instigating this little bit of attack himself, really. Great 1-2, and it all opens up for him. None of the Argentina defenders go and engage. Very close to getting that equalising goal. Haraldsson, great strike just wide.
Now we're gone, a game in the balance in Auburn, Alabama. There's Johannesson again for the Icelanders. We're in this game, make no mistake about that. The world number 74 ranked team, they're giving the world number 1 here a good game. Here goes Hlynsson. This one's going to be left for Logi Tomasson. Turkish club Samsun Sport. Hlynsson. Simeone escaping from Hlynsson. McAllister, De Paul. Medina. Fernandez, that big switch of play here now towards Simeone, who took the ball down well. Simeone's pass. Lautaro Martinez, Alexis McAllister, who's hit the post with it. It stays at 1-0.
I'll say what a brilliant play, really is. Simeone, Martinez and McAllister all combined in there. I think McAllister felt he'd scored, and he should have done, really. One of his quality and calibre, that big switch, a play from Enzo Fernandez. Look, this was a little bit of infringement, but nothing that would have brought a foul back. That little dink pass into Alexis McAllister. He should score, there's no doubt. He just tries to guide it in, but unfortunately it just ricochets off the post.
The game stays in the balance. Here is Fernandez. McAllister brought down, yellow card as well here for Johannesson. His tempers boil over here. Johannesson led away by the referee, who's going to keep a tight hold on this all of a sudden.
Yeah, just protecting their players. Johannesson's had a really good game as well in that midfield. He's been called upon. I felt it was a real rash challenge, but I'm not sure it was as rash as what they're making out. Yeah, definitely not. It's just the protection over McAllister. Listen, it's a foul, there's no doubt of that, but it's made a little bit too much big. I feel that needed to bring on infringement and all the Argentina players getting in around it.
Well, peace has broken out. You think of it, that yellow card then for Isaac Johannesson of German club Cologne. And here this free kick is going to be seen to by Eddie De Paul. Also there is Enzo Fernandez, and also adjacent is Almada as well. So free kick, Argentina, only a 1-goal game. And Messi is inbound. His first game since his last club game on May the 24th, that minor left hamstring complaint. De Paul and Fernandez on this free kick for Argentina. Who has a go here? And the shot is tame, and a simple pickup really there for Olafsson.
Yeah, it was a routine save for Olafsson. Straight in the middle of the goal.
Launched by Magnusson. Halsen's flick on now. Elliotson will chase, but he's away, and this could be Messi's time. And still he waits, but he is not far away from coming on. Adolfsson. It's up here to Simeone for Enzo Fernandez. De Paul is on the move here. De Paul for Argentina. What can they work here? De Paul, the cross beyond Irving Almada.
Yeah, it's just overcooked, I think. Needed that little bit more support quickly. Possibly might have been able to pick one of his teammates out.
Rodrigo De Paul. He's Messi's clubmate these days with Inter Miami here in Major League Soccer. It'll be a double change, Messi and one other. And they're coming on for Argentina shortly. Medina. It's with Nico Gonzalez. McAllister. De Paul. McAllister's pass for Lautaro Martinez here. Lautaro Martinez! He's at the post too. McAllister again. Another block. Well, the fame of the goal again takes a pounding there from Argentina.
Yeah, it's brilliant, wasn't it? Martinez, you can see why he scored so many goals. Again, a super kick out, and any good striker just composes himself, gets himself into an area, and to be quite honest, again, he should score. Does everything almost right. In the frame of the post, saves Iceland once again.
Almada's corner here for Argentina, a short one this time. Almada. Clipped in, but too long for the Albiceleste jerseys in the centre. And just listen to this. Here he comes, armband at the ready for cap 199 for Lionel Messi. He turns 39 in 15 days' time. And here comes the man, the main man for Argentina, on for a cameo. This one as well, we're going to see Gonzalo Montiel, the man whose kick won the last World Cup, that shootout versus France in Qatar. And before that, there'll be a little break here to get the players refreshed and ready for the final push.
Yeah, the cooling break's always important, just to have that little bit of time with the coach, and I'm sure they're getting plenty of fluids on board, but see the atmosphere, the mood might change with Messi coming on the field.
Stays at 1-0. They've hit the post twice those second half. You saw McAllister then Lautaro Martinez both hit the same post for Argentina, but this man's introduction will see this place come alive, this stadium. They've come to see him, and now they will see him. Messi on for the game's final quarter. say, Lee, cap 199, a 21-year career for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable servant, unbelievable player. He's calling the magician, he can pull anything out of the bag. I mean, even at that fine age of 38.
And the coach says it's his call when he retires. He's earned that right, he says, Scaloni.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so Messi has been one of, if not the world's best player that we've seen. You know, he will make the call when he feels it's time. As we said, I feel that he could be utilised throughout the group stages if need be, and called upon. He needed for maybe someone to just unlock something. He's got that in his kit bag all day.
This is, I say, a Messi of moments these days, a player who doesn't really have across the 90 minutes the same as he used to have influence terms, but will look to pick out those moments, those set plays, those single passes which can open up a game and change a game. That's Aron Gunnarsson, and also Jon Thorsteinsson come on here for Iceland, as they too rotate their pack as they try to chase the game at 1-0 down. Here's Aron Gunnarsson. Here's DePaul. McAllister. Messi's first touch. Oh, Messi's pass on for Martinez. Lautaro Martinez just past the post, but he's given a penalty.
I tell you what, how good was that from Messi? Is this his first touch? Actually, it's his first touch that just composes a brilliant pass through the eye of the needle. Unbelievable, great bit of movement from Lautaro Martinez, who again should score, tries the little cheeky ding, but the penalty's given because Olofsson comes out rash and brings him down. I mean, this might be his third touch, he's obviously going to take it.
Well, World Cup 2018, that 1-1 draw in Moscow, Messi missed the penalty against Iceland. He's come on for a cameo. They've come to see him score goals and make things happen. Already he's done just that to win this penalty with that super through ball. And now Messi for Argentina for a 2-0 lead. It's Lionel Messi who scores. Of course he scores. The main man, the talisman, off the bench within seconds, has made a penalty and scored a penalty. It's what he does. A man of moments, a man who makes the magic happen.
It's exactly what he does, and that's what we've been waiting for. Everybody in this stadium has been waiting for. I mean, instantly he gets on the ball and produces an absolute brilliant pass through to Martinez. Yes, wins a penalty, and then there's only one thing that was going to happen there, wasn't it? And that was his third touch, having been on probably not even a minute, and he just sticks it in that top left-hand corner. Brilliant penalty, well executed, just what you expect from the magician, Messi.
Well, that is what they came to see here. 88,000 fans have come to see Messi, and Messi is not disappointed already. Here he is again. DePaul. Messi again. Messi in the mood. Messi's pass goes again. Here's Almada. McAllister. Now Romero. Messi. He's given the ball away.
I'll tell you what, some moment though, wasn't it? I mean, when you're asking for someone to come on and really just change a game, he's a game changer. There's no doubt that whether he starts a game or whether he comes off the bench, and that's why they have someone of his quality who can just come on and do the magical things.
So 2-0, Messi's penalty to double the money here for Argentina. And here will come Johannesson for Iceland. Aron Gunnarsson. Goalkeeper Olafsson. Repeat the feat of the goalkeeper in 2018 who saved that penalty. Hannes Halldórsson, the man who saved that spot kick in Moscow at the World Cup in 2018. Romero for Argentina. Held on the way for Messi. Goal 117. Record caps, record goals. The record man. His 113th successful penalty of his career, club and country.
As I said, he's just, I mean, I think when you're hitting them sort of numbers, that's why you do call it the category of being the world's best player, don't you? And he's proved that time and time again consistently. Well, it's that club or country. He's just showed he has been a remarkable player. He still continues to be that remarkable player. The legs might not quite be the same, but his hunger and desire is still there.
He turns 39 15 days. He's got 12 in 14 MLS goals certain games as well this season, so he's still club level perfect as well. And the challenge here heading won by Lautaro Martinez for Argentina. Card coming as well here for that foul, yellow for the Inter captain.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was quite rash, it was fast, it was sharp, but I felt the possibility of winning the ball was there. I said it's not high at all, and he does win the ball. I think it's just the intensity that he flies in at. Raises all the alarms for the referee.
And a card then for Lautaro Martinez. The man fouled to win the penalty, from which Messi converted.
I'll tell you what, he's a live wire as well, isn't he, playing through the middle. And he'll have a big say in the World Cup.
17 goals, the Italian league top scorers. Inter won the Scudetto again in Serie A. Here comes Johannesson for Iceland. A crossing chance here, it's helped on though the Icelanders, but DePaul goes in. Here's Oli Oskarsson. A free kick here, this one's given on DePaul on his challenge.
He definitely sees it coming, DePaul. See here, he knows that there's going to be a challenge coming his way, and it's Harrelson that makes that diving challenge. He's just using his experience to the maximum there.
Done by Fernandez. Medina, who's played as a centre-back in the second half now. They've taken off Otamendi. This one's been flashed again by the referee to Jon Thorsteinsson. For a friendly, it's been one with 2 yellow cards.
There's been some pretty heavy challenges, hasn't there? And that's why a fair number of yellow cards. Potentially have had that red card, couldn't we, quite easily.
Here's Klinsmann chasing away by the goalkeeper again there for Argentina. There's Messi. It's on its way there by Almada. Another card coming in. This one is taking out on Gunnarsson for this latest challenge, the former Coventry and former Cardiff player.
Now this is a bit of a cheap one to give away. This was the one that was given for the yellow card. It was a bit of a 50-50 challenge where those players are always going to go and take control of the football.
Well, 37 now, playing in Qatar these days, Alan Gunnarsson. The urgent come, I think, here. 1 or 2 heavy tackles, which he wants to quickly stamp out the referee on this occasion. Mr. Powell. Romero. Messi. And Messi's pass. now to Montiel. DePaul. Messi, a short one here from McAllister.
I think the other thing when you bring Messi on is that not only can he unlock doors, but you really can control and settle a game down, can't you, with them little one-touch passes.
Great bang to Bento Fernandez for Lionel Messi. Messi knocked on here for the cross, which is long from Nico Gonzalez.
I think that's been probably the only disappointing thing with Argentina, is at times when they've got into the final third and had really good situations to put good delivery into the box, hasn't quite had that finishing touch and that shiny gloss on a decent performance. It's really and truly, this should be out of sight.
You see, I think a whole host of changes coming up for Gunnlaugson's Iceland. Here comes Gudmundsson, who travels well here. Holds on now to Johannesson. Haraldsson. Thorstensson. Gunnarsson. So 10 to play in Alabama. Ball given away here to Lautaro Martinez for Rodrigo de Paul for Argentina. McAllister. He just slows down here. Romero. Messi control was great on here to Lautaro Martinez. Messi goes again, that burst. Oh, he's stopped by Elliotson, but a foul is given here for Argentina.
I'll tell you what, the ball that's played in from Romero is absolutely drilled in, so much pace. So Messi deals with it and then tries to bring Martinez into play, which he does.
Taken 5 more Icelanders. We'll rotate heavily here for the last 10 or so of the game, get 1 or 2 on to freshen up. This one is way down the field for Messi to shoot from, but you never know. He's scored his career 71 direct free kick goals.
Yeah, well, you just have to say and admire what he does and what he has done. And he can produce magical moments, whether it's dead ball, whether it's him running at defenders and trying to instigate attacks.
So Gylfi Sigurdsson, and also on Arno Sigurdsson. Number 6 here is Hjortur Hermannsson. So down there is Daniel Gudjonsson too, the son of Arno, ex of Chelsea. So here we're going to see certainly wholesale changes. Number 5 coming on as well here is Gisli Þórðarson. There is the latest of the Gudjonsson clan to play for Iceland. So this is on this free kick. It is a long way from goal for a shot, but with him, you never know. Al steps away. These free kicks in these areas, Messi's domain. So Ollie Óskarsson makes way here for Daniel Gudjonsson. There's a 2-man wall built here by the goalkeeper. And Messi clipped in here towards Romero. Who puts it there for McAllister.
It's a clever, well-worked free kick. Might have been offside actually, but delightful teasing little ball in behind the defence that Romero gets on the end of. Just tries to refilter it into the 6-yard area. I think he was in an offside position. McAllister comes flying in for that ball to come across.
Clipped away by goalkeeper Olafsson. So Gudjonsson here for Iceland. It's a throw in there by Ingersson. Now Hermannsson. Both coaches have been able to really rotate their packs and use lots of subs in the second half. McAllister. Nice and sway this decision though from the referee.
Well, you can clearly see the rising quality of what Argentina have brought on in this second half, can't you?
So free kick, which is going to be taken by Gylfi Sigurdsson, who's 36 now. And they're going to go back in here by Gylfi Sigurdsson. Aaron Gunnarsson, that's a chance.
It's a big chance. Gunnarsson should do better. And Sigurdsson, super little ball behind the defence. That should be at least hitting the target and testing. Only in goal. It's right off the top of the head, isn't it? It's all wrong. Even a really difficult header to go and actually contact. It's almost perfect to go and greet that. Really poor header.
McAllister. It's a great pass here for the runner for Lautaro Martinez for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez. So a very tidy second half since coming on, Enzo Fernandez. Nico Gonzalez. Christian Romero for Argentina. McAllister. Messi.
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? You know, Messi's got like 2, 3 Icelandic players all around him, but players just trust to play the ball into his feet, knowing that he's just going to be used as a wall, strong enough to take that ball into his feet.
By Gisli Þórðarson. Montiel. With Rulli. Montiel. Romero's pass, McAllister away. Towards DePaul. McAllister here for DePaul to break away here. Has options to his right hand, left here, Rodrigo DePaul. It's on to Messi, of course it's to Messi. And Messi onto DePaul. Great move, lovely goal. Armando scores. But again, Messi there in the build-up play there was delicious. It's 3 for Argentina.
I'll tell you what's a brilliant goal from back to front. Let's be quite frank here. That is what they're capable of doing. And they haven't done, but it's all come together. The longer this game's gone on, I mean, this has come from a McAllister header into midfield, then into Messi. Just that little cut back, and Armando, he makes that darting run, and it's the simplest of finishes, but I think the work ethic, the whole build-up, the passing sequence, what a beautiful finish, and what an absolute fantastic goal from Argentina to make it 3-0. Well worked, outstanding goal.
Yes, a goal worthy of world champions there from Argentina. Armando with it, 5 for his country now. There's Montiel. The real sense here tonight, Leo, just how deep this squad is for Argentina.
Yeah, I think that's proved, isn't it? And you know, I do have to say we are seeing a lot of the big players on the pitch now that we thought was going to start this game, and you do have to say is that we've still got more to come from this Argentinian side, and that's what I feel that they've got, a good blend of youth, experience, and they've always had that tenacious approach when they've come into games, and that's what always stems them from being amongst the favourites, as simple as that. They've been good to watch.
Rulli. It's Medina, Nico Gonzalez. Enzo Fernandez. Nico Gonzalez again for Argentina. First game a week away now against Algeria in Kansas City. DePaul missing the control again, was excellent. On the way here for Iceland.
I really do feel that having Messi, I know we spoke about him an awful lot, but having him on the bench and just bringing him on to have that, just that injection, to have that aura even, when he comes on in games, teams who are going to be coming up against are going to be thinking, what's he going to produce, what can he produce?
Almada, DePaul again. DePaul does well. Lautaro Martinez, and there's no flag here. Lautaro Martinez, and Messi blocked away this time. And now the flag does come.
Yeah, it did look to be offside. Martinez was just going to go alone himself. Messi was the pass that he probably should have come to.
Scaloni, a sensational spell in charge of Argentina. Trophies galore. 2 Copa America, the World Cup 4 years ago. And this squad looks in good nick ahead of the next World Cup. A week from now, that first game against Algeria.
Yeah, I think there was always going to be eyebrows raised that maybe the oppositions that they've come up against of late, that they should blow away. I don't really think that that's the case. I think that Argentina can mix it with anyone.
This will be in all competitions, 7 successive wins for Argentina into the World Cup. Goes Gudjonsson for Iceland. Can they get here maybe late on a consolation, perhaps? Not on this occasion. Here's McAllister. Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi. Messi, a through ball for Fernandez.
It was almost brilliant again from Messi. It's just showed the sheering class, hasn't it, from actually they've just not been able to deal with them. That golden opportunity in the first half, had one in the second half also, but I mean, Argentina, they're big clinical, potentially a big 5-6, really comfortable.
Thorsteinsson. Well, Finson, the ball passed away though from Finson there for Iceland. Fernandez to play in a minute and a half of the added time. One more chance, one more goal maybe. Here is Messi. Here goes again. It's Messi. McAllister. Chase on here for Iceland. This is opportunity for a late consolation. Maybe it's Ingersoll. McAllister stepping in. He and May will take some stopping in the World Cup, that's for sure, Argentina.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And yes, that's why they are the favourites to lift the trophy again. We shouldn't they be with the squad that they have at the moment. They've had to nurse some injuries, but they do look strong.
Thorsteinsson's cross and a header wide with Johnson with a great chance for a goal back for Iceland.
Another golden opportunity. Johnson, don't think he's expecting this ball to come into himself here. I think he feels it's going to be dealt with, doesn't he? And it's almost a bit of a surprise when it comes. You can see his reaction, and then he's reaching on it. Big opportunity.
And then the full-time whistle, so the Argentinians sign off before the World Cup defence with an impressive win. Messi came on a cameo, a superb dribble to win the penalty, then scored the penalty. Big hand to the third goal in that second half too. Scaloni's men win the game to go into that World Cup now with huge belief. The final score here then in Alabama, Argentina 3, Iceland 0. Well, they came on to see that Messi cameo and lead him disappoint.
No, he never does he? To be quite honest, and he looked fresh, he looked sharp. Instantly comes on the pitch and makes an impact. And I think that's what steer Argentina in good stead. I think they've got quality throughout the squad, but he just brings an added bit of special quality, doesn't he? He proved that again.
And so where are they now before the World Cup?
Well, I think they're in great shape. I think they're in good position. I do feel that they can mix it with the best. And I do feel that the squad's going to be used an awful lot, and that's why I feel that all these changes that were made. We've seen some really good, stunning goals and as well worked passing sequence, but I just think, when you look at that overall squad at this moment in time, I think they can chop and change it. It doesn't have to be just that plan A. There's a plan B, there's a plan C, and that's what gives them that extra bit of identity.
The fans what they came to see here. Messi came on to have his say in the game. As Argentina, a week out from that first game with Algeria in Kansas on June the 16th. They've got a win here to round off their preparation for the World Cup in impressive style, worthy of world champions. Fireworks came from Messi in that second half cameo. As they win here by 3 goals to 0.
আমাদের বস ওই যে কেরামেসি কিরা জানি এই তোর আব্বাই যে কামাল দেখে সঙ্গে চল এবার বিশ্বকাপ এর কবে আছে 11 তারিখ আর 14 তারিখ বিশ্বকাপ খেলা শুরু হয়ে গেছে
আগের বার মনে করি ওখানে দাঁড়াই না ওই টিভিতে দেখি
এবার মেসিগুলো উঠছে কেরামেছি আমার